Ready?
Yeah.
Good
Do my
idea,
glasses
bro.
look hella smudged? Can you like see?
Do I look fat and chubby?
Does my hat
I look fat.
big? Do I look fat and chubby, bud?
All right, ready?
Me
One.
too, bud.
Wait, let me rip the beat. Are we rolling on there?
Welcome
Welcome.
to the Just Friends podcast, The Juice.
The juice. You be easy.
The juice is loose. We are here today with Dr. Kles, Dr. Yankovic,
Hello.
Dr. Brond,
Howdy.
and Dr. Danny.
What's up, Danny?
What's up, Danny?
Everybody wave to Danny in the corner. Hi, Danny.
For those listening, you
For
know,
those who
Wave
don't
two.
know.
he's to my left.
He is
We
to
had to
my
think about it
left
for a second.
also.
I did have to think about that. Did you ever have to like write it on your hands or like write it on your shoes or whatever, like the R and L's?
No, but Chloe needs to, honestly. She
Dude.
mistakes her right and left like almost daily.
I mean,
Me too.
You guys have seen me when we're driving. You're like, go right, and I'm like, to the left. Fucking
Yeah.
right.
I go like
Blame it on my
this.
dyslexia.
I go like this, but then I go, wait, which one's the real L?
Yeah.
Fuck, what does an L look like?
Yeah, you make the
They
U.
both look like L's.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what an L looks like. I've never
I
seen
couldn't.
one.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah.
You need, you
Nice,
need
bud.
L's. You know what I mean? You
For
need,
what?
you need them to build character.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah,
John's socks are labeled L and R.
yeah. So
and
are mine sometimes.
They get lost all the time. The majority of his socks are just these kind of socks that have a left and left and right. And like they just get lost all the time, and he'll have like 4 L's by themselves, and he's just like, "Yep, sounds about right."
That's so funny. I retract that statement I just said.
good.
Not only one set of socks I have, because I mostly wear those colorful Nike, dry fit ones. I have like 3 sets of them. I'm wearing
Airs and
orange right now.
grievances.
Orange is my favorite color out of them, I think.
Those are great.
Thank you. But I will say for the record, I bought them at a cool shoe store on the Mom Jeans Origami Angels Save Face Pool Kids tour in Columbus when we played. I was gonna say we played Skibbities or whatever, but it's Scullies. Yeah, there's like a cool basketball cool hype shoe store.
Yeah.
And I needed
We're all
socks.
plastic wrapped and shit.
Yeah, I don't. And then so I bought these
They're
Air Jordan
$20.
socks, and I still have them. Yeah, 3 of them, and they're labeled
$30.
R and L.
Nice.
That must be convenient for people who are directionally challenged.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. That's stupid. What a waste of time.
Hey man, different strokes or something.
I guess. I used to fold my underpants, and now I'm like, that's not worth my fucking time. You know?
Where you just toss them straight in.
Yeah, and I just have like a lump of underpants, and I just
Yeah.
know where they are. Like,
That's cool.
I respect that.
I used cube storage.
Whatever works for you.
I was
you
like,
know?
that's how I grew up. We had the closet with like the cubes.
Yeah.
And that's where I had my shirts, my stuff, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But, yeah, so I just recently switched socks and underwear because underwear was on the top. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Socks were right
Ooh.
underneath.
Yeah.
And so I just switched.
the juice segment, we can go through like what's in my
Welcome
closet.
to my closet,
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah, welcome to my closet.
I need to clear it out. I have so much stuff. I have those pants. I bought 2 pairs of pants on the JF microwave tour, Carhartt, and for $30, and then
Nice.
these Wranglers for another $30. Buying pants as a big boy is hard.
It's true.
So hard.
I hate it.
I'm wearing Ben Davis right now. Jessica just bought me some American Eagle. That shit is fire.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with it, honestly.
Yeah, me and Sam were almost like in the identical fits at the free throw show the other day.
When we moved my sister, congratulations to my sister.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a nurse and she just bought her first ever home. Got it in before the recession.
Beautiful home.
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse in Concord or Clayton, California.
So dope.
Beautiful
Yeah.
home for a beautiful soul.
YV
Yeah,
Valley.
she's worked really hard, but when the whole point I bring it up is we moved her. Me and Yanko were wearing the uniform.
Oh yeah,
Black
uniform.
Yeah, black
Black shirt. I don't know. Not
was a
everybody's
black
gonna be
car-
able to see, but like I'm wearing these like cargo pants from Old Navy, but like these look like every other pair of like brown cargo pants. But then Sam had ones and they just like looked fucking identical.
Jessica
was
bought
hella
me
funny.
she bought me the cargo pants because you wear the cargo pants.
Respect. That's
Cute.
what's up. Damn. For
So-
once in my life, I'm influencing Sam's fashion.
I know,
on
right?
How
now.
about that? That's the first
so
time
there's a
maybe that's
picture.
ever
Maybe we
happened.
can when it gets on YouTube, we'll have Danny put it in because she took a picture
of us.
of us when we were on FaceTime with Harrison Gordon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but speaking
Twiddle
of
D and twiddle yo.
yeah, and speaking of Harrison, today we got a couple things to talk about. The three of us went out on the town and went
We
to
had a good night.
We went to Gilman to see Free Throw, Harrison Gordon, Ben Quad, and then we're going to the UK. And Yanko has also got a brand new fun little gig, but we'll get into all that in a second. You bitch,
You busy.
You bitch.
it's the juice, and we're loose, bitch.
You know what it is, ho.
Yes, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yes, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yes, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yes, I am. B-R-E-A-K. I'm brown with some holidays. F-A-S-T. Hash browns to the side, please. B-R-E-A-K. Hot brown with some holidays. F-A-S-T. Hash browns to the side, please.
Okay.
Yup.
Okay.
Welcome back to the juice.
Here we are.
Yeah, thanks to Glom for the opening song.
Thank you,
Fucking
Glom.
awesome.
Dude, I love it.
I love him. I'm hoping we can go on tour with him this August. Or
I would
something.
love that.
Such
But,
a hype song.
God damn. Fucking.
Perfect.
But yeah, it was fun hanging out with you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, we had a good time.
It was, you know, I had a traumatic day or whatever where I won't get into it, obviously.
Yeah, Sam had a rough day on Saturday, and
Yeah. And it was such a wonderful, it all worked out like perfectly. Like I was thinking about not going to the show because of what had happened to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you just have those days where you're just like, oh, you feel like you spent the energy.
Yeah, it's like I should
course.
lay low now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I can't take a delivery driver yelling at me for, my dog barking. You know what I mean? She's just a baby.
I had kind of a freaky day too, but I had a great surprise because like I'm just going through my day and I get a text from Tess. And she's like, "Is this Brond's name I'm seeing on the guest list?" I was like, "You're
who's Te-
here?"
And who's Tess for the listeners who do not know?
My girlfriend.
That's awesome.
Tess is the TM merch and like just tour manager
Icon.
for absolute icon. I mean, you guys
friend of the pod.
you guys would super friend of the pod. You guys would know like her proper band accolades better than I do, but she's been working for
Heart Attack Man.
I
Am the Avalanche.
She was doing Free Throw at this show, and fucking Hot Mulligan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
All
she-
sorts of bands.
like
all
everything.
sorts of bands.
Yeah. I mean, she's a certified road dog backbone of the industry,
That's true.
Yeah.
and my girlfriend.
There you go.
So, Tades and I fight over her quite often.
That's and then don't you and didn't you find out at the show too?
So I also was pleasantly surprised that Tades was there because I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking Tades, let's go. Because I had a conversation to finish with him, but also at the show. So we're talking, I'm on my Astro Ho shit. Why did we get into it? Oh, because we were talking about celebrating like life events,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, so what? Like he doesn't really celebrate life events. I'm like, bah, you don't celebrate like your birthday or anything? He's like, no, not really. I was like, but I celebrate the whole month. Like, what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on with you? And in my mind, I'm like, damn, we're so different, but we're like fucking opposites. And I'm like, well, when's your birthday? He goes, July 13. I'm like, fuck! That's my fucking birthday.
Damn.
That's
and
so awesome.
Cosmic.
I remember that we had this conversation
on the
tour, on
yeah.
the Hot Mulligan tour. I remember exactly where we were, San Diego at Tessa's merch booth.
Soma.
And the Soma. And we both realized this and like began this, one-sided like competition. Just me being like, what's up? Like there can only be 113. Like, what's up, 13? And we both fucking forgot. And it was kind of crazy because I was like, we're so different. And then I was like, oh, no, we're not.
Yeah. We are the same.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
we are.
that.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
seeing
And we're both in
Tades.
love with Tess.
Yeah, honestly. Just seeing them is so fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it was hella fun.
Oh my God.
I was there all day. I
Yeah,
got over
yeah.
there at like 3 p.m.
That's cool.
I was, yeah.
I just kicked it with all of those kids hella hard.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, no, it's always like I saw the footage and stuff like the days leading up, seeing that Tades was there. I mean, it's pretty much for the listeners who don't know, Tades and Tess, wherever Tess is on tour,
Tades will be there.
Tades will be there. and if
If he
Tades is
can.
on tour, Tess is probably there working too.
Yeah.
Doing double duty.
I love that.
Yeah, and fucking it's like a big old family reunion.
But I
Yeah.
love
I know
their
what's
love.
crazy is today is the 1 year anniversary of us all flying to the day before the Hot Mulligan Just Friends
Oh, so
free
that means the
throw.
Mom Jeans tour was ending.
The Mom Jeans tour,
Ended yesterday.
the last Mom
a year
Jeans
ago.
tour ended in Seattle a year ago yesterday.
Crazy.
When Ovi brought the White Claw Surge. So awesome. And then we flew,
that
you
shit
and
is
me
nasty.
and Ovi flew to Cleveland.
Yep.
And then we visited my grandparents.
Yeah.
And we went to the vape store.
Yes.
And Bella's.
You literally just went in. I think only you went in.
Oh,
didn't
me and
you?
Ovi went in.
Yeah, just you and Ovi went in for
Yeah.
like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then we went to the vape store and then DeBella's.
Classic.
And then we
Bella
drove.
to Ball.
Shouts out DeBella's. Let's
I
do a
love you,
little quick
DeBella's.
segue for your ass.
Maybe there's a sponsorship opportunity there.
This sandwich place located in the mid-Atlantic
Tuna.
Rust Belt, like
It's
fucking-
just like northern Ohio, I think.
there's
isn't
one
it?
in Albany apparently.
Oh.
According to Cameron and Corey.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they're a little bit more spread out than you would think, but I've really only seen them in
Camaro.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Which maybe I've seen them in Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania or whatever. But yeah, now I'm freaking out because I called Ohio like mid-Atlantic kind of vibe, and I know that's not right.
I mean,
But it all blends in.
Mid-Atlantic.
it's like the western extension of the mid-Atlantic. you
Yeah.
know?
But this DeBella's, dude, I'm talking the everything fucking bread. My fucking
everything
Lord.
everything bagel seasoned bread.
I get a sandwich that they was like a monthly special that they did in 2019 or 2018, and it's the California Club, which is like turkey bacon ranch pretty much.
Yeah.
And I get the shredded lettuce, bro. It's fucking
Everybody really likes the cowboy. I think
it's the
Cowboys-
Cowboy and the Godfather.
Yeah. I get the tuna.
Me too. I just
you
Me
guys-
and
refilled
Brond are
my
tuna bitches.
Yeah, you guys get the tuna. I remember when
Tuna
I,
and bacon?
whenever-
Oh.
tuna bacon, baby.
whenever we're in there too, and we're like we don't get to go before, or like
Yeah.
that sad summer when we like went and I ordered
Your cousin brought like 20 DeBella's subs.
Yeah, and I just remember it's like it's my dark horse Cali like bacon thing.
Yeah.
2 tunas, and then like the rest of Mom Jeans and Just Friends. Godfather, Cowboy,
Godfather, cowboy, Godfather. Yeah.
yeah, Godfather, Cowboy from DeBella's.
Oh man,
But anyways, yeah, it's a year ago today.
that's
Wow.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, but
That
it-
was one of the best tours I've ever been on.
one of the best tours ever.
Yeah,
If not
it's
the-
legendary.
Yeah,
It was so
awesome.
amazing. It was like the perfect. Like I wish it hit more places, but it hit San Antonio, it hit the Bay at San Diego, fucking
true.
Orange County, like
yeah.
so many. Like, dude, the Janice live show, like we talked about on the first episode.
Yeah.
outside in the heat, like
The norovirus.
oh,
We're back to this. We've come full circle. with
Yeah.
the
6
norovirus.
episodes deep. But it was,
yeah.
We did start.
it was so it was so fun to see, see. It's also too. It's like Ben Quad was there too, and it's like that's who we just toured with.
Me
I know
too.
you were with Story on the.
I was
or-
with the story so far at the time, so I was not. I didn't meet. I've met Ben Quad like once before.
Yeah.
When they played with Hot Mulligan in San Francisco like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to kick it and like get to know them like
Oh,
you guys
they're-
did.
they're
but I
so
drove
nice.
2 of them. I got to hang out with a few of them.
drove
'cause I
Sam
came,
and Henry?
I came hella early in the day. I was like setting up
Henry
guitars
rocked.
and shit, just like kicking it. You know what I mean? Like family reunion style. And then we drove to the El Cerrito Stizzy store with what are their names? Sam and Henry.
Sam and
Henry.
Henry. Yeah.
Henry, yeah.
The boys.
And they were just geeked. Like I'd never been into the actual Sizzy store before. It's kind of overwhelming because it's like they have every like weed pod that they make, and like they're all just like displayed and shit. It's just like kind of a trip. but they were geeked. They literally bought like the maximum amount that you could legally buy.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's so cheap. And I was like, they're like still dropping like
Wow.
$200 or whatever. Like, let's-
Really?
I mean, they're from
That was it.
Oklahoma. Who knows if
Apparently
weed
the weed is the medical weed in Oklahoma is like good.
I was
Like,
about to make a
they were
weed
talking
joke
it.
about it not being good or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Joke's on me.
guess
but-
I feel
It's
like
expensive,
I feel like if
then.
you don't have a medical card, you'd probably get shot or something. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
it's
you
that part of the
Texas,
country.
all Oklahoma. It's like you get arrested and go to jail.
Yeah,
It's like,
but,
yeah, that's
I
sketch.
hate the motherfucking U.S. sometimes, bruh.
but
Same.
me all the time.
Me all the time, yeah.
Sam turned me pro-gun.
Yeah, he was. I remember I pulled up. What show was that? You guys were just talking guns. I was like, oh, for sure.
Literally out of context, I just turn to anybody and be like, I'm pro-gun now.
Yeah.
No, it's because he was telling me like, he's like, okay, so it's that rhetoric of like, you got to be strapped up in case something happens,
Yeah,
right?
for
That's
sure.
kind of the Oklahoma like thought. And I
Yeah.
feel like here in California, we're like, oh, that's for like fucking rednecks and fucking Republicans, shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was like, no. Like, we have this beautiful like ass gay parade in Oklahoma, and you just see these strapping, sexy, like gay men, like, you know, in leather harnesses and chokers and shit, and they got their fucking AKs behind their backs.
That's
and shit.
honestly badass.
Like,
yeah.
nobody fucks with the gays
Dude,
in
what a-
Oklahoma
what a-
because
what
the
a
gays are
badass
strapped
country.
up.
Dude.
And I was like, bah, that could be me.
That's so awesome, dude.
I'm pro-gun now.
Like, that's
This is
awesome.
America,
Me.
bro.
I remember that the food there is hella good too.
I don't think I've only been to Oklahoma like
Our show there
Heck.
was fucking awesome too.
Yeah.
sold out.
Ooh.
I
And
wish I
you,
could
me, and Brandon
experience
went
it.
to the little like Tex-Mex place, and we got
We
white
played
queso.
there with Molly.
No, Ben Quad, and Microwave, and
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is it that one place where we've been to twice and it's like they have a really good sound?
no, we had never been to this place
People-
before.
oh,
It was
shit.
super stormy,
I can't remember. Ooh.
and then
you gotta rack your brain for this
Yeah,
one.
you, me, and
Yeah.
Brandon went to go get food
If I
beforehand.
saw a picture
Yeah.
of what I was wearing, I would
Where was it?
100% remember.
It was either, I can't remember if it was Oklahoma City or Tulsa. It's for the listeners. I'm fucking sorry.
Oklahoma City sounds familiar.
I'm
Somebody
so sorry.
next
Sorry,
next
guys.
podcast will have a
I think the people
We'll,
know
have,
by
yeah,
now.
we'll throw it in the
True,
airs in
True,
episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Tour brain is real. Like, I think most people have it where, like,
yeah.
years and tours and venues and shows, like, all kind
All
of blurred
blend.
together.
even if they're not that long ago.
yeah,
well, I
yeah,
was talking
exactly.
about this like a week
They
ago
get filed away.
about Australia, how Mom Jeans has been 3 different times.
Yeah.
And like, it's so crazy because they all blend into each other.
For sure.
Yeah.
Where it's like
You kind of lose the distinction of when was when.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
first one for sure was like, I can kind of remember because that's when we had Shrim as our driver, and we did the Sweet Tooth cover where we jumped and all this stuff, and it was like really like incredible. It was, and then we come back, and then the next day is COVID, pretty much.
Yeah.
But then all these years later, we go in March, and then we also go back with Frank Turner later that year.
Yeah.
So
I was there for that one.
yeah, so that
maybe
just
will-
blends into
Yeah.
each other. Where I'm like, oh yeah, like
You got to like remember specifics about the thing to like know what timeline you're in.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I just pulled out my like I've been working on my laptop a lot recently, and I found these like my disposable scans, and so I went and I brought a disposable to that trip.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to make a zine or
I
something
love
like
how
that.
you've been
for sure.
doing that.
Yeah, and I hella forgot that I forgot about some of these photos, and then yeah, there's like these pictures of like you and Austin on the tarmac. 'Cause
Oh,
we have
sick, yeah.
it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought one right now actually here for the listeners. The little AMSR. Wait, I'm dyslexic. Was it AMSR?
ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Adios,
You're just gonna take a
motherfucker.
picture- You're just going to take a picture of the ceiling.
AMFR.
Oh, there it is.
Nice, nice.
Nice. Oh yeah, it's just gonna flash
cool.
right back.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Well, these luckily will be developed
let me
at
get
a
one
later
of you,
date.
bro.
Oh, you want one of me too?
Yeah, yeah.
What'd you just buy?
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I did the millennial peace sign.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing. But
You bought something?
I've been doing the disposables a lot for like the last year and a half,
Yeah,
2
yeah, yeah.
years maybe, and it's so wasteful, but it's so fun.
Yeah.
But I finally was just like, fuck it. Like, I want to buy a camera. I decided this a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Because I've bought like small like cameras at Savers and shit like here and there for fun.
Yeah.
And they've just always been like never worked. And I was like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
I remember before Danny moved here, I used to send you pictures of the ones. I'd be like, what do you think of this one? and then it'd be like,
What, were they all junk or were they like?
one of them that I kept is really cute looking, but you said it was going to need to have, it had like battery acid, like the, whatever, what is that
yeah.
called? Erosion.
Corrosion.
Corrosion.
Yeah, yeah,
Erosion. Fuck, man.
Dude, the camera's eroding,
I mean, that's
bro.
kind
Yeah.
of similar.
But
Been out in
about
the
it.
wind.
Eroding
I
and
bought Will's
corroding.
35 millimeter camera about 2 hours ago.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, he gave me a big old deal on it.
That's
So,
what's up.
yeah,
I don't know shit about cameras, honestly. What is it? A 35 millimeter, like a.
it's nice.
Is
like-
it like a DSLR? Or is it like a point and shoot?
Point and
Oh,
shoot.
dude, I took a
Cool.
picture of Harrison Gordon and some fans using their little like, 90s like
Yeah.
point and shoot, and I was like, this is hella cute. Like, it was sick.
Dude, it's
dope.
like I just
Come
like
on.
Jessica and I talk about all the time how we want the the photos,
Yeah.
the physical, the glossy ones.
No.
Like, especially like when we have kids and shit. Like, I grew up
Going
like
through the
going
album.
through
The
like
photo book.
the photo album, seeing my parents at the Grateful Dead shows and
Yeah.
being like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like look, like I'd always be like, I'd go and like get a little laugh. There's pictures of my mom like flipping off the camera and shit, being a badass.
Yeah.
And so I want that for like
Mama
my kids and like I want those memories and shit. So
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been doing the disposables because that's how but I'm finally taking the step. Because I've seen Austin get down with the camera shit. Fucking Kiki's down with the camera shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love it. And so I'm gonna give it a go,
That's dope.
I ain't
Do
trying to
your
become
thing,
a fucking
bud.
photographer or nothing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
even.
We're out here making memories.
Total
bro.
like personality flip. Like we're
Yeah.
in photographer era. Sam,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You got the beanie
tell
for
Jess
it.
becomes insufferable.
Bro, I tell Jessica, hey babe, I get home. I'm actually gonna go be a tour photographer for fucking blah blah blah. I'll be gone again. It's
yeah, I'm
like,
gone
oh
for
my-
the next 10 months.
Yeah, no, I just
She would love that.
but yeah, I just got the one back from I got the one back from the rickshaw stop show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we recreated the juice photo in the
Yes.
street.
Those photos were sick.
Those are
Yeah,
so
you
good.
looked dope.
I did look dope. That's why I want Danny to finish these fucking chain photos because I looked dope
Yanko
that day.
in the Yanko
I
in a
look pretty good
windbreaker.
too,
Oh man, it's a rain shell. Come on now,
Who the fuck would know what a
was nice.
rain shell? What is this?
get with it, bruh.
Shit. that was a good comeback.
Shit,
Fuck
bruh.
with you.
I don't know what to tell you, bruh.
But yeah,
Burn.
awesome.
My outfit
You
was
looked
pretty
dope
cute,
today.
too.
You looked dope on the
you.
on the weekend show.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was so
do
fun
look
hanging
good.
out with y'all. Like when I was about to leave the house and I was like, Jessica's like, you should go. And I'm like, and you're like, who's coming? And I was like, on my way.
Yeah.
And then B was like, damn, should have caught a ride. I was like, I
I'm still-
haven't even left yet.
I was like, hey,
I'm still here, buh.
it's gonna be a drinking night tonight.
Yeah.
Did you drink?
Yeah.
When?
We partied.
Wait, no. Oh, I had like a little bit of beer, but no, I just wanted to rip weed all night, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
did, and
exactly.
it was really awesome.
Exactly.
But so we
That's
and then I picked B up, and then Harrison says, "Where are you? You coming?" And I was
Oh,
like,
your entrance was epic.
and then I said, "Yeah, we're on our way right now." He goes, "Great, we're on in 5 minutes." And then
Let's
we get there,
go.
and
You get
then
there in their second to last song.
second to last song, and I see you and Joel and
We're all up in the sound booth. It was like Kirby, me, Joel, Brad, fucking.
well, no,
Jacob.
when we pulled up, we were looking
I
for a
didn't
parking
see
spot.
you.
I saw you and Joel and somebody else chopping up outside in
Yeah,
front
we
of
saw you
the
outside.
yeah the bandwagon, and then I flipped around and I parked in the same spot that I parked in when Mom Jeans played the
On the next
secret
street.
show.
It's
Yeah,
right there.
and so then we walked up and we walk in, and then we see Joel like just in the corner, and he's like. We give him a hug. He's like, "I'm glad I saw you guys because I actually have to go."
leaving.
Yeah, he leaves
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. And then I was like, and because Harrison would message me something like, "Get on stage." And then so I look at B, I'm like, "You want to go up front?" And then she's like,
You know I do.
"Fuck it." And then so like hand in hand, we like navigated through the
fight-
bullshit.
It's sold out. It's packed.
Yeah, 500 people.
Yeah,
Fucking.
there's a lot of
completely
people in Gilman.
We get there, and then I see Harrison, and I pull out the fucking disposable, and then he was like, "Yes," and then like I hopped up on stage,
Yeah.
I hugged him and everything, and the
crowd went wild. It was sick.
And then I came back for the last song, and I was like, "Fuck it!" Like he's taught me so much about like social media and like TikTok and all that shit. That's how I first discovered him. And so like fucking I was like, fuck, like I'm just gonna fucking film this shit because he could probably use it or whatever. So I hop up and then I'm just filming the fucking shit and we're fucking partying up there. I blow the rest of my fucking photos instantly and like, you know, and then I see Tess and me and Tess like
Lock eyes.
Spider-Man me once again. Yeah. And then fucking Tades. It was just awesome, bro. Like, I think Harrison was legendary.
His set was lit too.
Yeah. I love the mix of like,
Yeah.
It's like a mix of like grad life, Jeff Rosenstock, like, you know, the shit that we came up on and some of us and his own spin on
It
everything.
reminds me of like watching like Prince Daddy or some shit.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
punk rock, bro.
Yeah, but it feels like familiar, and it's just crazy to see like a generation of kids who are growing up on the music that like we, you know, made or were like tangential to. You know what I mean?
Totally.
To like, yeah,
It's the lineage, but
The lineage.
It's nuts.
yeah.
Fuck
We're
yeah.
old, buh.
Yeah, and then it's just cool to see how healthy the fucking community is.
Yeah.
Like free
True.
throw, being able to fucking
Massive.
sell out multiple shows.
Yeah, it's like those whole tours.
You know, like when we came back and did that tour together. And then we did that tour together. The fucking Mom Jeans free throw, Just Friends. Like free throw was. Fucking Corey was always telling me, he's like, yeah, I don't know. We were kind of debating whether or not we should be we were doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
Being a band.
And then now they're the biggest they've ever been.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They're doing VIP acoustic things before the show. Like,
weenies.
Yeah.
come on, man.
This is the first time Corey hasn't had to like work like a regular job, like to, you know, to support himself and shit. Like, and the funny thing is I didn't even see Corey once.
Yeah.
Once. I think he was dealing with some like vocal thing or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw him twice.
that's so awesome.
Once was like, hello.
I was
on the
kicking it with
bandwagon.
twice the length.
Twice the length, double the size.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, bro. It was.
Tess was telling me he still like tells everybody about that shit. I'm like, shut up.
I also I realized
dyslexia.
on that tour we were also calling him Ole Too Tall.
Ole.
Too tall.
Yeah, 'cause
Ole
he's
Too
from-
Tall and Tedez.
Yes, today's.
Well, yeah, because Zach's, for those who don't know, Zach's Instagram handle is too tall because he's
tall.
from
He's
Tennessee.
Right.
He's like 6'.
But we're from Cali where there's fucking hella Mexicans,
I
bro.
was like,
Ole too tall. Also on that fucking free throw Just Friends tour, Hot Mulligan, fucking Ovi kept calling Tate's Tadez.
Today's, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
before he met him, he was like, I'm going to call him Today's.
Dude, literally, he did. He was like, I'm going to call him Tedez.
Yeah. Ovi and Tate's together is a lethal combo, bro. It's so funny. It's like two of the most like ruthlessly hilarious people. Like
Christ.
Ovi's like sheer stupidity and like Tate's just like encouraging it.
yeah.
And just like feeding off of
I
it.
told Tate's
Fucking
about the
ditzy asses.
about me and Jessica's joke where she's met Tate's like twice, maybe 3 times or something like that, like just in passing, but it's always been at a fucking show, hella loud or whatever.
Yeah.
And she, you know, is like,
She's a librarian.
and then they meet or whatever, and then he walks away and she goes, oh, Dave's pretty nice, or something like. She's like,
Dave?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's Tate's, and she's like, what? And I was like, okay, for show. And then now she
Kinda
just
does
calls
sound
him,
like Dave.
it's your friend Dave. that's Tate's to Jessica. Your
so
friend. Oh, you're gonna go see your friend Dave.
I love
Oh,
that
look, it's
for
Dave.
him.
God bless that
I
kid.
told him
God
that.
bless
I love
him.
it.
I'm
He's
looking
funny.
forward to me and Tate's being trapped on a fucking boat, and with you.
Oh, what do you keep calling it?
Today.
Fucking, I don't remember. Aqua Sad Summer.
Aqua Sats.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like there's no sad summer this year, so we're putting it on a boat.
Yeah.
But
That's badass.
yeah, you should come too.
But
Yo,
when is
oh
that?
my God,
Hold on,
I
Did we
tell
even
me.
talk about this yet on the podcast? I don't
No,
know.
we
No.
haven't. Mom Jeans is playing on a boat.
Yeah,
we're playing on a cruise.
The emo cruise with Hot
The
Mulligan.
dream, baby.
Yeah,
Jimmy World.
Just Friends podcast, the Juice live from the Bahamas at the
Yeah.
Mom Jeans.
That's
August
awesome.
Burns Red Under Oath Hot Mulligan cruise. Oh yeah, we can do
Yeah, honestly, that's
Yeah,
pretty
we'll
good.
talk to our management
We
about
could
doing
have
a
a
live.
little tent.
We're gonna do a live one at Warped. We have to.
We have to. We simply have to.
Yeah.
There's
Will
no
was
option.
like, we just went down to San Diego, and we were at breakfast today, and he showed me him and Chelsea got a fucking Mustang convertible for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the weekend or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I literally said that me, Brond, and Yanko have to do this for
Yeah,
Warped Tour.
they're living our dream, but
And he goes, you have to.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'll only do it if they have the sunglasses again.
Oh, yeah. I should check with we should do our own sunglasses, the juice sunglasses.
Yeah, man.
The really shitty ones.
The cheap
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
The freebies.
They're
Yeah, bro.
actually so bad.
Every download of this podcast comes with a free.
Yeah.
He's making claims we can't back up.
Yeah, it's true.
No. Maybe if we did a
Claims,
live
bro.
show, whatever. Either way.
Maybe.
But
Ooh.
hey, I had a great time. It was a wonderful night. You didn't Irish goodbye me because you said bye, but then you were.
I saw
gone.
you like fucking pondering because I
I
locked
said
eyes
to
with
you, I was
Yanko.
like, I'm Irishing. Like,
He like mouthed
Oh, so
it to
you
me.
did? You
I did Irish. I mean,
You like
I
Irish.
made my
did.
rounds. I was making my rounds for like 10, 15 minutes. And then
Yeah.
at a certain point, I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
I
You
feel
just
like as you
looking at
get
me.
older, the Irish kind of has to be the thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
depending
Been
on the
Irishing more
situation.
and more.
Yeah.
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 That's
Kind
how
of
you know
against
who your
my
real
It's
friends
kind of
are.
against my DNA, you know,
To Irish.
but
Yeah.
I've been kind of trying to embrace it a little bit more. My favorite Irish ever was we were at Joel's birthday party this year at Melodies
Oh,
in
yeah, I
El
didn't go.
Cerrito.
Sorry, Joel.
And fucking Austin comes up to me and it's like, because the Melodies is really small, but there's like two separate.
was packed,
It was
too.
fucking. There was like 3 birthday parties.
Yeah.
I kicked it with the fucking bouncer the whole time because his name was Jerome and my middle name is Jerome, and so we were
What's
just
up?
chopping it up about that. And I'm standing there by the door, and Austin comes up to me and goes, "You're the only one not getting the Irish. Have a good night." Yeah, but
Gangsta. Well, speaking of Irish,
we're gonna Irish goodbye this segment and go on to the next shit
about Ireland.
about how we're going to motherfucking Ireland.
Let's go, bitch. You know what it is.
Ah, Just
juice.
Friends, Ireland, and UK invasion in the next segment.
Gross
The
is
juice.
loose.
This is the juice, and guess what, bitch?
The
We're
juice.
loose.
This is our Irish theme song. 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's Dublin for you.
Ooh, the juice
Hi.
is loose. Hi.
Welcome to the juice.
Welcome back.
Welcome
You
back
busy?
to the juice.
Welcome to the Just Friends UK and Ireland invasion segment of the podcast.
Talking about it.
In a week from today, me and Brond will get on a plane. And
Sheesh.
yeah, it's a week
By
from
the
today.
time you
Land
hear
in
this, we
Dublin,
will be
Ireland.
probably
We're gonna land
there.
in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had the opportunity to play Dublin, Ireland, and none of my bands have ever been. I've never been.
Yeah.
The
So
band
exciting.
started in Dublin, California. That's where
Yeah.
I grew up.
Come on.
How fucking insane. I don't care how many people are there. I think we've sold about like 40 tickets or whatever.
Yeah.
Mom Jean's never been either. So I was like, you know.
Yeah, JF's beating mom jeans to this shit.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Also, Jessica and I have never been to a place for the first time together. Like, oh, that's, you know, it's very rare.
Yeah.
Because I've been, so she's taken the longest time off of work she's ever had. She's been working since she was 18. And, yeah, John's coming too.
John's coming.
Logan
he
from
was
Chain
like,
is bringing
take
mine.
the fucking show. We're going to Ireland.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, for sure. He's an Irish descendant man, so
Brandon and Hannah went like a year ago. Bart went a year ago too. And
Oh,
they
yeah, I
said it
forgot
was like
Brandon
the
and Hannah
best time
Yeah.
they've ever had. And
they said the Guinness tastes different.
yeah, I'm
I
watching
wanna
Sons of
taste that.
Anarchy season fucking 2 or 3 or whatever where they're there and they switch up the fucking.
I
They
didn't know
switch
they go
the
to Ireland.
They switch up the fucking intro music, same lyrics and vocals, but with an Irish jig underneath.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Anyways,
Hell yeah. Shout
but
out Ireland.
I listen
baby.
to the Pogues sometimes, which are like traditional Irish music, like kind of like you don't call them shanties, I'm sure, but it's to that effect of
Yeah,
like
sure, it's
the
like-
corrido. They're
Yeah.
like, let me tell you a story
Kinda folk music-y.
about
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. Yep.
Gangster.
That's awesome.
Not on my own. John plays it, but it's actually kind of funny.
it's,
Maybe you'll hear some of it in Ireland.
Dude,
Dude, my sister went for the band trip. For her band trip,
What did Marley play?
Marley played French horn and flugelhorn.
Ooh, flugel.
Yeah, she was hella good.
Flugelhorn.
Yeah, she carried on my legacy.
Boop, 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 boop.
What? I won the Dublin Unified School District's Instrumental Music Award in 2011.
Bitch. All right, class on class.
Musician, same class.
Yeah.
Going to Ireland.
If your children don't win that book, I'm going to be upset.
I'm hoping that we can't afford to live in Dublin. It's totally changed.
Oh.
Maybe Concord. I would love to live in Concord.
Maybe we'll move to Dublin, Ireland.
Maybe we'll move there after we go. Yeah. Dublin, Ireland is, I'm so stoked. It's like, it was like definitely gonna, like our agent over there, shouts out Rob.
Rob.
He was like, I have an offer. You guys can do it. You guys will lose money, but you need if you want to do it, you need to just do it to invest. That's even like
you got to start somewhere.
That's from the very beginning of the inception of this tour. He said like, cause he built Sweet Pill over there and he's awesome. He approached us and was like, listen, the first couple times you haven't been in a really long time. It's going to be kind of like it's going to be a little bit of a battle. Yeah. But you guys, I believe in your band. And I was like, fuck, me too. Shit. Yeah. So I'm so happy he took a chance on us.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
I know we talked about being worried, or Sam and I talked about being worried about like
losing
going
money.
back. I was really against headlining. Not for this time, but before when we talked about going back to UK.
Well, we were always told that too.
Yeah,
we were always told like find a support
right.
tour.
And I was like, we haven't been there since 2019. Like, I don't know, the market like kind of fizzles out when you do that. Like, I'm scared to be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to do a support, but the way like Rob had so much confidence in us, like gave me confidence to be like, well, let's just eat some. How do you say that? Eat some loss.
We might eat shit.
Eat shit, but I mean, it's whoever comes to the show, they're gonna be awesome, and we have no doubt about that.
And think about this: a band that I started in my mom's garage, all those years ago, like has blossomed into like this beautiful friendship art collective music making machine that can sell a single ticket in another country.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
That's true.
I feel like this
by that metric,
Yeah, and I feel like this needs to be said too.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, it's like when you're in the industry too of like this and you're going on tour, there's a thing called ticket counts and you get them like weekly, bi-weekly or whatever. And it's like, it's cool when you're on top and you're winning, you're seeing these shows sell out, but it's like Just Friends has never been that band that sells out a lot of shows. I can name a lot of the shows that we've sold out like over a career.
Hard-earned shows.
Hard-earned, you know what I mean? It's like we've sold out a bunch of Bay Area shows.
Yeah.
We've sold
Ohio, mommy.
Yeah, we've sold out but that's the thing is like that's the other part of the industry that people don't actually talk about is like the tours that don't get the low ticket counts, don't get the things. You know what I mean? Like and I've learned after Bearings completely fucked us and what? You laugh every time. I'm never.
Fuck these hoes.
Because you know why?
I hate Canadians in general now because of them. In general.
I will
in this economy?
Yeah, man.
Well, I'll say this. It taught me something really important is like, if I just have you guys and the music that we made and the people in the room, it's going to be a good time. If that tour was supposed to be in bigger rooms and it was supposed to do a lot of things for us, but a lot of egg on our face and we saw emails where there was negative ticket counts, right? And woe is me, fucking all these years still talking about it or whatever. But it taught me something to not hold that in such high regard.
True.
Yeah. So many people hold the ticket counts and like this, that, the other thing. So it's like you get neurotic about it.
It's also how like the suits kind of like.
It's your worth.
How they quantify bands.
Dude, it's how you quantify.
It's like likes on Instagram. You know what I mean? It's the same. Like as a musician, you're kind of trained to like get the like physical response from seeing oh, we sold 100 tickets like this weekend. We sold this show's at like 80% sold. You know what I mean? It's all just like this metrics based thing that is like you derive your self-worth from.
It's so tough. And that's
100 billion%. Yeah.
The Just Friends tour, I got a ticket count. I think we're almost at 600 tickets, like 580 or something across all the shows. It's like 10 shows or something like that.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's like one of the venues is going into like a smaller room. We were supposed to play like a 500-600 cap in London, but we've sold about 100 tickets. So they're going to move it to a smaller one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck yeah. That's awesome.
I didn't want to play bigger than a fucking 100 or two, honestly.
And that's fine. It's just like, But, you know, there's a part of my brain still from all the years of doing it. It's just like, oh my gosh, we're going to lose money, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I didn't start a band or start playing music to make money, let alone to care about any of that bullshit. I started a band and music to find a place that I could feel myself and be around like-minded, beautiful people like you guys. And the fact
not that, like those snakes and bearings.
Yeah, no,
fucking
fuck that.
Snakes.
That was fucking the worst thing ever, bro. And it's like, but it made like how we started in the podcast with the connective tissue of this episode.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to take some L's. It's like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that brought us, you know, obviously like after that tour, we kind of knew Kevin wasn't going to be in the band anymore. And he had been kind of one
crazy time.
Yeah. It was like, he was always having one foot out of the door for, you know, almost the whole time. And it's like,
true. For the people that still wonder.
Yeah. And so, but it brought all of us to this point of like, oh no, like it doesn't matter what we've been through it all.
Yeah.
Fucking, because the other two, it's like the last time we were going to go to the UK, COVID.
Yeah.
Took us out.
I forgot that we were supposed to do that.
And the tickets were doing really well. We had a record coming out.
Yeah.
Like we've battled we've gone to fuck a war together. Like I said in another episode, Connective Tissue. It's like we've gone to war together and now we're going to go fucking celebrate.
Yeah, but
and it's so fucking dope to be back with Summers, he drives us and fucking hangs out and we have a good time. He does
moral support.
Like, yeah. And we're playing with Eat Defeat too. That's his band.
In Leeds?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we're also playing Manchester with this band called Pale Sailor.
Yes.
Who I met on TikTok, they're incredible. They're also in the Discord.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
I think we're going to make a lot of friends.
I think it's going
to be incredible.
I think it's going to be so amazing. And I'm so privileged to do it with you guys, but even just to do it in general.
Amen, sister.
And we're about to fucking tear it up. Ireland and the fucking UK.
Straight up
We're going to
nasty
Scotland. Style. Like, fuck it up. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't give a like. That's what I'm saying. Is like we started this.
Sam's
band.
coming to town, and he's like,
I want to be.
I'm gonna cause a ruckus
in the suburbs in my mom's garage, bro. And from somehow, some way, we're still fucking biting, scratching, kicking ass. Like, come on, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We are.
But anyways, I went on a little tangent. I got a little of you know.
We are
Danny
cool and the
laughs at
music
me.
is good.
But
it's all good. You got to go on tangents sometimes.
But yeah,
that's how we keep the podcast an hour long.
Yeah,
or more.
But yeah, I'm excited to do it with Bart too. That original tour
that's
was
really cool. And Logie.
Yeah, and Logan. That original tour was supposed to be Grad Life, Just Friends.
Yeah.
I forgot entirely about that.
Yeah, me too.
The flyer was dope.
Yeah.
Joel made it. It was white and a flower on it.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm excited to bring Gusher over there because that was another thing that Rob talked to us about.
Yeah.
You know, celebrating the record.
It's true. He was saying how much life there is on the record, you know, and just like
for sure.
And that's kind of been a thing we've been talking about, and like just in general the album cycle machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just like, oh yeah, you promote your album for this many months and then it's over, and it's like, well, no, I mean, it's still there.
I like what you said. I like called it a machine.
The machine. Like, it literally is. Yeah, it's like a system. It's a machine, and it's, you know, the way that
out with the old.
It's like the consumption cycle, you know.
But like we talked about before, there's so many people who haven't heard the album
for
yet,
sure, yeah.
or even seen the album.
Yeah.
And we've played a bunch.
Yeah, and there's people, especially in other countries, who just have never heard of us at all,
and they haven't seen us ever, but they do know us or something like that.
I mean,
like,
think
there's
about
a lot of people saying
it's been a long time of our band growing and like developing, gaining new fans since the last time that the band has been there.
We went out right before we announced the Nothing But Love re-release on Pure Noise too. Mm-hmm. So
that album Nothing But Love had been out for
6 months.
Mm-hmm. So like we were
damn.
Brond had barely been in the band at the time, like for hardly any time at all.
Everyone hated me that tour, buh.
Dude,
I was evil Brond.
You were just.
I didn't hate you.
I didn't hate you
Thanks,
either. You were just. You were.
I was
it
really
an
cold.
Adjustment.
Yeah.
I was very cold and I was very hungry.
It was hard for all of us.
Yeah,
bro.
it's true.
That was honestly, that was such a rough fucking
We
tour.
straight up like
it was freezing cold.
I do have like mostly good memories from that though. Honestly,
same.
like when I think back,
I think that was most of
because the people there were so
time.
kind and so fun and so excited and like, you know, they're fucking
except
good
for that
people
German or Austrian fucking
bitch ass
gas
fucking
station
bitch.
person.
Oh, verboten.
Verboten.
Yeah. Ben.
And then they thought you were gonna steal shit or whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
And they yelled at Summers.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
There's some funny photos from that. I was wearing that jumpsuit and shit, and then
You were wearing just shorts in the snow.
Yeah, in Sweden.
Yeah,
And a beanie.
That is one of like the craziest memories of my life. And we were watching people ski like on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Just like
we watched.
skiing
We
What?
literally.
through
Like,
town.
I want to point something out too. Is like on another episode we said we watched Goldmember like 20 times.
We did.
We did. We watched Goldmember
Literally.
At
every
least
single
20.
day.
We would watch Goldmember, and then on Summer's hard drive, Scott Pilgrim was split into half A and half B. And we would watch half B. We would start it
Yeah.
on the second half. I don't think we ever watched the first
We
half.
also we
But we
watched.
did. It was like a 20-something day tour, and we watched Goldmember almost every
We also
single
watched
day.
Dark Knight as we were pulling into Stockholm, which was crazy at nighttime.
I don't remember that one specifically. I might have been asleep.
My favorite one of those, we were watching 21 Jump Street, I think is
Yeah.
the one. And then it cuts off at the part where they're about to crash the golf cart. And then the movie ends at his rip or whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, traveling in the
funny,
UK is so
but-
funny because you're in the Sprinter and you get like the TV.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
Sprinter
It's like-
van. A lot of the Sprinter vans
cool.
have like, so they'll have like the driver's seat and then 2 additional seats in the front. And then usually, in my experience in these vans, they often will have 2 sets of like bucket seats that are facing each other. So like one set
There's
of
like
chairs
3
is facing the
seats
back.
looking at it. Yeah, with a table.
Yeah, and with like a table in the middle and shit.
I always sit
like
next to
that.
Summers, always. I'm shotgun.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
always sit next to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to
It's
reclaim
funny too
my
when you got like
spot.
6, 7 people in there and you guys are all just like interlocking legs.
Yeah, dude.
It's funny. It's a funny way to travel.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Shouts out Hotel Ibis, bro.
Dude, back to the Ibis. For those who don't know, Ibis is a chain of hotels in
Why you
It's
England and
very
Europe.
Just shut
affordable.
up.
Hotels in like when you travel over there are so much more affordable than here.
Hostels are pretty nice too.
We stayed at that hostel
Or they
above the
can be.
bowling alley. You remember that?
I was pissed at you because I had to carry your
What
fucking
I fucking
bag.
say? What I fucking say?
I was pissed at you.
What I fucking
I had to
say?
carry your fucking heavy ass bag like up like 3 flights of stairs in this goddamn hostel in Bristol or Brighton or somewhere.
It wasn't Brighton.
It wasn't Bristol because we had the
'Cause
Airbnb.
you had to carry my
Where the fuck
bag?
was that?
No, it was in Bristol. It was when we played Bristol because we played
Yes.
Bristol at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was heavy, huh?
Yeah. And you were just like no remorse. You were just like, can you carry this? I can't carry it.
I can't carry it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a 2019 Brond problem.
It sounded like it was your problem.
Jeez.
It became my problem.
How
for
many
sure.
times have
Dude,
I
that-
carried your gear for you, bud? I fucking load out and load in with everybody
That's
every
true.
day.
She does.
Yeah.
I do.
Until when you show up at Max Bar and then they say,
You're not
Yeah,
letting-
me
you're not
carrying the
loading.
fucking gear. Like,
we're not letting fans in right now.
Excuse me.
So crazy.
I'm in my
Fuck you.
pajamas.
Yikes.
Fuck
Anyway.
that guy.
I like how you said
His life is
You when you were
miserable.
talking about it to me when it first happened, you're like, you think I fucking look like shit on fucking purpose?
At 2 p.m. show up in fucking public
You're
because
like,
I
yeah,
want
you're
to
just
sneak
got
into
out
a
the van.
you
$5
think I'm showing
show.
up to fuck the guys in this fucking shitty ass band looking like this?
Dude, and
at
the
Max
sound guy
Bar?
was
At Max Bar in Lansing, Michigan?
Yikes.
Sorry for anybody who likes that. I know Hot Mulligan's big fans of that place, but
Whatever.
We had a
Whatever.
bad
I am probably
experience.
never going back for
Whatever.
And one thing with
whatever.
us is don't ever cross us because we
Don't
won't-
ever
we
fucking
we
cross
don't
us because
Always
we'll
gonna
talk shit
remember
about
it, bro.
you for the rest of our lives, bud. Like
happens.
Roxy. I can't wait till we have a whole episode about the,
the
Rock.
fucking
dude.
Roxy.
The Rock. That was a sold out Just Friends show.
Oh,
And
nice.
aside from everything that happened that day with the venue staff and
God,
how
that was
shitty
such a
that
great
place is,
fucking day for me.
it was a great show, but it was so
It was a good
soiled.
show.
It was soiled.
Yeah.
The
The
stage was
sound guy made
nice.
Kevin cry.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, I straight up almost fought the motherfucker at the
know.
end. And
You
John,
did.
John's there. He's ready to fucking go. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I
and
wish
then
I tried that
and then
fool's
I
ass.
and then John was trying to get the photo of us outside of what it said sold out JF Crew on the because getting a marquee
Oh my god.
on
Fucking dude.
on a venue
Yes.
is like
It's legendary.
it's such a beautiful feeling.
Yeah, to have a
Yes.
sold
let
out
alone a
marquee.
sold out one.
Yes.
And so we were trying to get a
And
photo
let
in front
alone
of
an
it.
iconic venue too.
Yeah. Also, fuck them because they forgot to do it for us. And then afterwards, he's like, towards the end, he's like, "Oh yeah, we're putting it up." It's like the show we're about to play. It's
show's
like,
over.
Yeah.
but so we're trying to take the photo, and then that fucking hippie ass fucking surfer fucking weird fucking dude with the long hair and the fucking members only jacket.
He was so drunk. Was he even? He wasn't even. He was at the show, right?
No, he wasn't. He was
fucking
just
idiot.
a random dude on the street.
He's on the. He was looking for. He's like, you see
Sunstrip,
my Uber?
Sunset Strip.
Fucking see my Uber.
Fucking
and I was
idiot.
like, nah, man. And he's like, all right, fuck you. And fuck your family and fuck your mom. And then that's when he crossed the line with me and I ran after him and that's the most, I feel like one of the closest I've ever gotten to getting a fight for real.
That's good.
John and Jake Margo both had to hold me back.
It's
two people.
Two big guys.
John was saying like, I don't want Sammy to have to fight this fucking idiot rando and like, cause it's not worth it. But honestly, if he had fucking like fought him, like I would have whooped that guy's fucking ass for him. I was like,
I was so ready, bro.
But
yeah, that day sucked.
Yeah.
I guess we don't need to do an
Fuck
episode
the
about it because we
Roxy,
just
bro.
talked about it.
Roxy. We also had those weird people that like, it was that weird lady that was like trying to. She was. I don't even know if she was catfishing me or what, but she was like telling me the video game people. She brought like a real casting director.
Oh, fuck, that was at that show.
Remember?
Oh my
and
God.
she brought her weird, like crazy looking Botox aunt and shit.
Yeah.
And a really nice niece or something. She was great.
Yeah.
But
they're like developing a video game and wanted to put Just Friends in it and then make Brond a playable character.
Yeah, both of us actually. And then she just like fucking disappeared
Yeah.
forever. It was crazy.
That happens a lot, I feel like.
That's super LA.
That's super LA. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine, but she wasn't even like a producer or anything. I think she was just kind of like later when I Googled her, which was kind of hard to find anything on her.
Yeah.
She was just like a paperwork monkey ass bitch. Like, I don't know, some sort of like lawyer or some sort of like admin, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like she had no fucking touch on the thing
sway.
itself.
No swag.
No sway, no swag.
No sway, no swag.
Fuck you, fool.
Fuck you, ho. Give me my time back, bitch.
Yeah. And that's what I mean is like a sold out show could
It
could be like that. It could be one of the most horrific memories of your lifetime. So
Like
Yeah.
a super traumatic
so I don't
day.
know.
Yeah,
I don't care if anybody
shit.
shows up or a million people show up. Obviously, a million people showing up would be gangsta.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if a million people have ever showed up to any show.
yeah, look at I think Metallica has the largest attendance of any show, but we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, let's
That's
Google
true.
that for
But for the listeners who
airs.
do not know, the next segment is kind of bittersweet for us because Yanko will not be attending the UK Ireland invasion of Just Friends.
I'm sorry.
1,000 people just went, oh, fuck it, I can't go
I'm
anymore.
not gonna be there.
Because he's accepted a new role, and we'll talk about it in the next segment. And yeah, you're listening to the Juice, and if you see us in the UK, say hi.
Please say hi.
Please.
Seems like I'm facing that weather, cold and dark
go. Let's get it.
Welcome.
All right. Well, cat's out of the bag.
Yanko's new role.
We've known about this for a while, but I didn't really want to talk about it until it got a little bit closer. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
for those who don't know, I do music stuff for a living. Like, this is my job. I don't have like a normal job.
You
I
don't
used to.
say.
Yeah, but
It's
like,
true,
you know
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
Like,
This is
yeah,
your full time.
between JF, which like we make a little bit of money every now and again with JF when we tour and stuff, but like
Yeah.
with mom jeans and then just in my life, I just became like a guitar tech, like a touring guitar tech, and that's
The
my
best.
That's the source of like most of my income throughout a year, right? So I've been off the last couple months. I've been kind of stoked about, all right, well, the next thing that we have coming up, aside from doing all this chain stuff the last couple months, like, we were looking forward to going to the UK and Ireland
Yeah.
and doing that. But
As a group.
a couple months ago, while I've been home, I was just applying for jobs and stuff, and I had some interviews. I had one really, really good
Was it
interview.
Uniqlo?
No, I had an interview
Oh,
at
the
Bagoo.
Bagoo.
And I probably would have gotten this job at Bagoo, but because like I told them that I was going to the UK and like I would need to go away for a few weeks, like pretty shortly into me working there.
Yeah.
And they were like trying to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, because your
And-
fall is
My
booked.
fall is booked, but like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was looking for something to do for like 3 or 4 months while I was home.
It kind of seems like that's the case for like guitar tech crew work,
Yeah,
where
it's
it's like
the
your
gig work.
The gig work, you look for the seasons, right?
Yeah.
Because your
Yes.
last gig, 'cause
My
Mom
last
Jeans-
gig was
It's
the story so
tough.
far in December.
yeah, and that was like a full, how many weeks was that? Like
it wasn't. I mean, it was only in the U.S. It was only like 3.5 or 4 weeks or something. But we did Europe, and then we had a week or two off, and then we did the States.
Yeah.
So it was like like a couple months of, and then I was working for them over the summer and stuff, and we did when we were young with mom jeans and stuff.
Crew is hard, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's gig work. So like I'm kind of always like looking for the next thing. Anyway, so I had this job interview at Bagu. Went really good. I'm leaving that job interview, and I have a text from Nick Brzezzi from The Story So Far. Plays bass in The Story So Far. Also played Man Overboard, Philly legend, South Jersey legend, et cetera, et cetera. And he just sent me a text. He's like, "Yo, Balance Composure like wants to talk to you." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." So long story short, I got an offer to go tech for Balance Composure on their tour with Turnover, and I'm doing that. And unfortunately, thank you.
What a baddie.
Unfortunately, it overlaps with Just Friends going to England and the UK. But I told Sam about the opportunity, and the second that I told him about it, he said, "Don't worry, just go do it. You got to do this." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tell the listeners what the tour is for.
It's the Turnover Peripheral Vision 10-year anniversary tour.
Big juicy.
It's a long tour. Like I think we're on like 5 weeks of it or something. And then there's even more after that. Like
And Balance is direct support.
Balance Composure is the direct support for the first like 5 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And it's hitting a lot of really, really big venues, and it's hitting a lot of other venues that I've been to before, but like it's going to Red Rocks. That show's sold out.
Isn't it sold out Red
I
Rocks?
think it's sold out at Red Rocks
because
they announced that before they announced the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
Which is like a move.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that one's sold
Where's
out.
the LA show?
It's at the Greek.
Huh? Like the movie?
I think. Yeah, I never saw the movie, but yeah. So it'll be a cool gig. Dan Rose is TMing Turnover, so.
And for those who don't know who Dan Rose is,
Dan Rose is a longtime associate of The Story So Far and tour manager of theirs, merch seller.
elder brother.
A musician, fantastic musician that goes by Elder Brother. Also, No Posers is his like art design
That's
sort of platform.
I only met him briefly, but that gives me a Dan Rose vibe.
Oh, I love Dan Rose.
I spent a lot of time with Dan Rose. He's
a lot of time with Dan Rose.
He's the one who did the. He's been
cart.
doing a lot of the microwave shit, which has been hella fucking dope.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like the microwave poster
designs.
That we did, or that with the tour that we did, the blue one with the peace sign and the weed leaf. That was him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be a cool gig. It's mostly a group of people that I have never met before, but through just mutual connections and stuff, I think that it's going to be pretty fun.
That's so.
I remember
get along great, and I lived in Philadelphia for a while, so there's that connection.
And you and I used to listen to Balance back when we first met. Yeah, 15 years ago.
I really liked. After separation, I kind of stopped listening so much, but like that Tiger's Jaw split.
Oh, dude, Burden.
I don't know if I've talked about this on this podcast, but I think probably not. My favorite piece of music that either Tiger's Jaw or Balance Composure ever released was
that split.
Dude, for like 17-year-old me, that shit rocked my world.
That album cover is dope too.
Yeah. It's so dope. Green.
Yeah. That Burden song is incredible.
Oh, that's the one with like the plant growing, right?
Yeah. Dude, that
seedling.
That shit is so heavy. The song is incredible if no one's ever listened to it. It's a very sad song, but super heavy.
Yeah. I think that their sound has definitely kind of
evolved
and developed from that. But just like I remember just like the angst in my soul when I was 17, like that early Balance stuff really.
It was hella heavy too.
It was. They were one of the first bands that I heard doing like playing heavier kind of emo sort of music, but like with single coil guitars and like playing heavy like riffs on like guitars with single coils.
I always thought it was badass when you'd see the fucking offset bodies. Like,
oh, he had that purple sparkle J Mascis Jazzmaster and shit.
yeah. Swagalicious.
Super.
But yeah, one door closes, another one opens. Or
I
whatever.
love seeing your bag develop. Like, you don't even know. Like, Yanko just deserves this so much and works so hard. And like, you're so intelligent and so knowledgeable and like dedicated to your craft. Like, you truly, there's this thing in Japan. I guess it's like a group of people. You call them like shokunin, and they're basically like these people who dedicate their entire lives to the craft of something. And like when I see you and when I see you working on guitars and like talking about it, whatever, like you really just have that passion and that drive and that respect for the craft. And I think that these people are fucking lucky to be aware of you and to be like able to get you on their team, because everybody that gets Yanko on their team always comes back, bitch. They always are like, yup, this
Some
is
people just can't
the guy.
Stop knocking.
They can't get enough. They can't get enough because they know what good is.
It was very kind of you to say that.
Yes, ma'am.
I like to think that, you know, I like guitars and I know a lot about guitars, and
you love them, bud.
I do love the instrument, and I also love the gig. I love touring. So
it's what is
that makes
you were born for this.
That makes like being like a gig like crew guy like way easier, that I like doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think like you know, walk us through like what do you think a day is going to look like on the road with something
Honestly,
like that?
I think it'll be hella chill because we're direct support. They have a 35-minute set.
Yep.
So
Princessy.
They, you know, my understanding is that there's like an in-ear rig that I may or may not even have to like worry about being in charge of.
That's awesome.
3 guitars and bass, and you know, it's a 35-minute direct support set. So I think that, you know what I mean? Like we'll load in whenever, and then we'll sound check, and then hang out, and then do like a pretty quick set, and then pack up, and then do it all over again. You know what I mean? It's nice being in the position where you're not the direct support, because we are not going to have any production. There's not going to be any lights or like
Wait, you're not the headliner,
stuff.
you mean?
You mean not the headliner?
Yeah.
You said not direct support.
Oh.
But you are direct support.
Being direct support is going to be chill, just because we can't have any like...
Yeah.
There's not going to be any crazy like show that we have to pack up.
And then you don't have to get there hella early and you're waiting.
Yeah,
like,
we're not there at like 10 a.m. loading in or anything
Honestly,
like
direct
that.
support is also the best time slot in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's before people
aren't
start
that
to get
tired yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I am aging. And I like being in bed.
comfy.
But yeah, no, I think it'll be really chill. It was, you know, it's exciting getting
That's
to go
cool.
do, you know, go to a bunch of these venues again and stuff, and like
Iconic venues.
yeah, man.
Also on such a crazy important tour to so many people.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Such
Yeah.
an amazing like record.
Yeah.
Like I've been a fan of Turnover since the very beginning, like the Sasha era and stuff. And I think maybe Good Nature is probably my favorite, but I recognize the importance of that album
For sure.
especially in like just alternative music, you know, and to see how when it came out, how popular it was, and then how it has aged so gracefully and found so many new audience members.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
selling out Red Rocks is not just something you can, you know, not.
Yeah, not any band could do on any album for sure.
No, yeah, it's like not, you know, let alone album, but any band or artist, right? Like, so it's cool to see, like we've talked about, the world that we inhabit kind of have a moment like in time where it's really like to the forefront, and you're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
bud.
Honestly, I never listened to like Turnover when they were kind of coming up and when that
Yeah.
album came out or anything. And like I've listened to it and I enjoy it for sure. And I'm
Chloe
excited.
likes it, right?
Chloe likes it. I'm excited to see them do it live. I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to be a part of it. And I feel very lucky to have been asked to be a part of it. So
Yeah, because Balance also just came back and is like,
yeah, they took a few years off and you know
Yeah.
they're hitting it.
and there I feel like have gone down in history as being like a pillar, like a very like you know, they were around in the beginning.
Dude, yeah, like the first time I ever saw Balance Composure was them and Title Fight open for Bayside and Senses Fail.
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
like you know
That's
what I mean? They're
fucking
OGs
crazy,
when it comes to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
They were definitely like a pillar, like you said.
That must have blown your mind, bud.
When like we were getting into this kind of music and like
Yeah.
you know,
That's crazy.
pop punk and emo was having this like renaissance in the early 2010s,
Yeah.
2009, 2008.
It's fucking awesome.
It's gangster.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna miss the shit out of you.
I
bro.
will miss the
So
fuck out of you
sad,
guys.
bro.
I'm
Yeah.
genuinely so sad that I'm not
2
going
tours
to
in
the
a
UK
row.
or
2
going to
tours in a
Ireland.
row.
2 tours in a
Yeah.
row, I know, but you guys
But-
just
Hey,
gotta
we
fuck it up
support you,
nasty
bud.
for me.
Yeah.
I do love the thing is I'm lucky enough to have been to the UK a bunch now, and I love it there. Like culturally and stuff. Like
it's awesome.
The shows are always so crazy and like, you know.
I see you fucking with the humor too.
Know how to have fun.
Yeah, man. I fuck with the UK humor.
I love those cheeky buggers, but
yeah, I'm excited to go to
can't you
Nando's.
tell
I
I'm
love that
dog?
chicken.
Yeah. The chicken's good. I get the four thighs.
I'm not a Greg's person.
I'm not a Greg's person
But
either.
Jessica said
like
we gotta
Pret,
go, so.
And then I just try to
I'm
get
going
flat
to
whites at whatever
suffer
local
when we
cafe.
eat.
You know what they got there that I fuck with? Is they have these things they call them flapjacks. But they're really like oat bars, like almost like a granola bar, like a chewy sort of granola bar thing. They come in all sorts of flavors. They got one called Bakewell. It's
oh yeah.
It's like a almond, like marzipan sort of sweet.
I love. Oh, I fuck.
I
love how much they love Biscoff out there. I love that shit.
That's
bro.
true. All the Kinder shit too.
Kinder.
They got hazelnut and everything.
You also fuck with
yeah.
the what's the
Kinder
Gatorade
chocolate.
dupe?
Oh, Lucozade. They don't got Gatorade. They got Lucozade. But the one, my flavor of Lucozade is the pine, or what is it? Passion fruit mango? I think it's passion fruit mango. And like
gonna try that.
some convenience stores will have it and some won't. But when I find it, I buy that shit, sugar and all.
I always
Yummy.
I buy a bunch of stuff for Jessica and bring it back in the suitcase.
I fuck with Jammy Dodgers, the blackcurrant. Have you noticed they don't have like grape flavor? Like
I'm not a
that
grape
sort of, I'm not
person,
either,
so
but
I wouldn't
stuff is
even cross my
blackcurrant.
fucking.
Blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a
Interesting.
flavor they have there for like candies and cookies.
Damn. Well, we'll bring you back
The
some.
more you know. Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
And then hopefully this tour goes well enough that we get to go back and then I don't have to miss it.
And if we see you guys, say hi.
Say hi.
Yeah, we're excited.
Hi.
We got just. I'm bummed you're gonna be missing the banquet show. That's we're playing the Banquet Records, their record store at the end of the tour, like a fun little acoustic show with Chain, and Joel's gonna play too.
That's so dope.
Yeah, and so it's like £5 to go to, so it's like hella classic.
Yeah.
And you and me went when
Yeah,
Mom
we got
Jeans-
to go when Mom Jeans played.
We didn't play or nothing, but
We
it
didn't
was
play,
still-
but we
Quit,
went
babe.
and
took a
signed
photo
records
outside
or something.
Yeah. We signed records, took a photo outside, and everything. Like it's like
Yeah, because the place that we played
was
like
right down the street. Yeah, Fighting Cocks, I think.
Yeah.
But I grew up
Funny name.
I grew up watching fucking Title Fight and Story So Far,
Love
and
that.
like
Yeah,
all the
they're
bands
in stores.
in those in stores, and with the fact that we get to do one,
Dude, that sucks,
It's
man.
so cool.
That's yet
I'm
another
bummed.
acoustic JF session that I'm not present for. The fucking the fest one
yeah, the fest
in the
one,
van, and then the other one
the
in
Struck House. Yeah,
Yeah, damn,
maybe we'll just have to do it on the podcast.
Damn.
dude. JF acoustic session podcast, then we'll make more TikToks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shit. Well, we're gonna miss you, bro.
I'm gonna miss you.
You can
guys.
tell by my voice, I'm fucking sad about it.
Will you be home by the time we get to the Bay Area show?
When is that
On the
show?
trip? I don't
It's
know.
at
I need to
UC
look it
Theater,
up.
right?
It's at UC. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
Damn.
I want to go.
Well, anyway, that's the news. That's the big update with my life.
yeah,
I'm gonna miss
Guitar
you guys.
Tech
but
Yanko.
Yank news.
Catch him on the next JF tour.
Yes.
whenever that may be.
Whenever
sir.
that may be.
You're listening to The Juice, you bitch. We're gonna come back with the fucking mailbag next.
Mailbag. Hit it, Kent.
My name is DJ Chuck Salad, and you are listening to The Juice.
Bean and cheese.
Bean and cheese. I'm gonna get a motherfucking bean and
We're
cheese.
gonna get a bean and cheese after this for show, and maybe some tamales.
I did get a bean and cheese from Los Gallos the other day, in your honor.
And
Oh, so fucking delicious.
were you at Gaios or Gaios Express?
I don't know which one's the one by Safeway.
That's Los Gaios Express.
That's my girl.
24 hours.
24
That's
hours,
my girl.
yeah. Concord, California has some of the best. I think it was. I've been on record saying it's the best food city in the world, but I think that I will. You guys laugh.
So
Pull up in the 925.
Trust me, I've been knowing about
Yeah,
it.
I would say this because it's a big.
I worked in Concord for years.
I will say this. I think San Jose is the best food city in the world.
that is pretty
and I
high
will
up
say
there.
that Concord, California is the most underrated food city
I
in
might
the
agree.
world.
It's slept on,
It is slept on.
underappreciated.
Yeah.
There's a
So,
lot of motherfuckers in Concord, and there's a lot of motherfuckers that know how to cook.
and there's everything you can imagine too.
Let 'em
Every
cook.
culture is representative and shit. I said representative.
Every culture is representative.
every
Yeah.
representative.
It's incredible. And the Mexican food there is top fucking tier.
Yep.
Yum, yum,
And
yum,
so I just want to give a beautiful shout out to El Molino.
Dude.
And I'm going to get a bean and cheese.
I'm
I'm
thinking
gonna
about
get
that
some tamales.
chicharrón.
Oh my God, the chicharron.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was
that-
crazy.
That was some of the
Fucked
piggiest pig I've ever had.
Even me, a little Mexican lady, when I saw that, I was like, what? What is this? What is this? It was so fucking good,
That's
bro.
just fire.
Yeah. But before that, Danny has a little connective tissue for us on this podcast.
Yeah?
Ah!
What the
Danny
fuck is that?
did a would you call
This
it
is a bit that you guys planned and didn't tell us about?
They didn't fucking
would
tell
you
us,
call this
what?
an art would you call it like an art show?
Art market.
So Danny, our
Makers
producer,
market.
just moved from Albany to California. He's establishing himself.
I've been in New York.
And he's a wonderful photographer, does prints and framing and all this stuff.
Great
and,
content
yeah,
guy.
and does this beautiful podcast.
Great hair.
Great hair.
It's all
Smooth
awesome.
skin.
So he took a chance and then showed off his
Luscious
own
beard.
artwork and his own photography and framing at this place called The
Framing.
Box in San Francisco.
Putting himself out there.
Yeah, putting him out. He did an art market.
He's been
and
cooking.
he did it a couple of weeks ago, 3-day event. Super fun, super cool.
Super cool,
And
super
the
dope.
booth that was directly across from him
Uh-huh.
had these candies. And he
Okay.
said we had to try them and on the podcast. B, I'm going to hand these over to you and you're going to read what that says.
I see it.
Tell the listeners
share with
what
the
you
class.
see.
A mango tajin caramels.
That
Dude, I
sounds-
thought it was some freaky little caramel. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking like that shit. Who made these? Kindred Caramels.
Shout out.
Shouts out Kindred Caramels. Love to you. Handmade, soft, worth it.
Let's bust them
Little-
open,
a
bro.
little
I want to eat
shout
one of these.
out.
This sounds
Let's
hella
bust it.
good.
A little shouts out to the Magic of Tahine episode.
Dude, straight up.
Yeah,
You know,
connective tissue.
connective tissue.
Dude, God
This
bless
is
this connective
exciting.
tissue.
What a crazy little package,
I love
dude.
caramels, especially
Little
like
special,
chewy
a little special meal before the mailbag.
Yes.
Meal before the mailbag.
Also some more ASMR.
Meal
You guys like that
For
song?
the
Meal
mailbag.
before the mailbag.
the
A meal before the mailbag.
Meal before
For
the,
the
mailbag.
mailbag.
I wonder what it's like.
All right, ready?
Ooh.
Together or one
Copyright.
at a time?
Yeah,
No, together.
All right, let's
right.
do it.
Togetherness. All right, ready?
Yeah, countdown.
One at a time would be fucking
just go
sick,
for it.
though.
Danny
All right,
already ate it.
ready?
Let's
1, 2,
go.
3.
Oh my god. It tastes like butterscotch.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It tastes like a See's candy butterscotch.
I could eat that entire bag. I wish there was like a little more mango and a little more tahini.
Yeah,
but
I
it
can't-
does.
I can't taste the mango or the tahine. I can only taste butterscotch.
I think I tasted the tahini a little bit. There's like a tiny little bit of like peppery,
Yeah.
Oh,
but I can tell. I can tell that the base caramel is fire.
Yeah.
That's hella good. Can I get another one of those, please?
That's
sorry,
beautiful.
but
Shit.
How do you feel about that one, B?
one so the dog doesn't eat it.
Who wants one?
I'll have another one.
Huh.
Fuck it.
It's tough because I wanna like it, but I don't like caramels.
The size consistency of this one is off.
The like texture of it getting stuck in my teeth, I fucking hate it. As far as caramels go, though, not the worst sticky wise. If it had more mango tajin, if it had more, I would have liked it more.
Yeah.
It's really yummy as a caramel, I would say.
Thanks, Danny. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Danny.
I fuck
very
with it.
thoughtful.
But
Honestly.
that was snack time again.
Yeah, that was snack time. Meal before the mailbag. Meal before the mailbag.
Let's go.
Meal before the mailbag. I wonder how it
I
tastes.
fuck with these. I do wish that there was more of the namesake flavor, but
Yeah.
just in general,
Man,
this is a slutty little treat that I enjoy.
There's something in the mail. Let's check the mail.
All right.
Is that the mailbag scream?
yes.
Oh my. Let's get into the mail.
All right. A little light today on the mailbag, but anybody who hopped in loved and appreciated it.
Thank you
Any fan
guys
of
so
mine is a
much.
fan of me.
Yeah. All right.
Shouts
Dante
out.
from the East Coast writes, how would you react to the trolley problem?
Trolley?
And when I wrote that, I was like, I have no idea what that means, but
the trolley problem is like, do you save one person's life to
you know what this is?
Yeah, it's like the meme of like the people, like two people strapped to like trolley tracks.
Isn't it like a psychological kind of evaluation?
Yeah, I think it's like
it's like more like
it's like a moral dilemma,
right? Like fucking what's that dumb shit
But you have
called?
to be specific because you have to tell us what the options
philosophy.
are.
It's a philosophical fucking.
Me, I'm a hop on the trolley
So it was
and
like
go downtown and get some pizza.
okay.
There's your answer.
There you go, buddy.
Nothing else to be said
I
there.
think it was like, do you
Sam
kill
is the trolley.
one person to save a trolley full of people, or do you avoid killing anybody and just hands off? Because the people on the trolley are gonna die.
So it's like Speed, the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I've seen it. That's
First,
a good movie.
my answer is I would kill that motherfucker on the road because I'm not dying in this trolley. Sorry, bud.
Again, I think I need more context.
All right.
I think that's it.
Thanks, Dante. And then we got
Dante.
Albert writes, longtime fan, first time caller from Oroville, California.
Nice.
If I
Shout
remember
out.
correctly, some of y'all were in jazz band. What would you say are some of your memorable artists or pieces of music from jazz that have stayed influential?
That is a 100% a you question.
Well, the
I was not
band
in
is
jazz
named
band.
after the jazz standard Just Friends.
Yes,
true.
Literally,
The Doc
literally.
Severance, the Stevenson version. I can't remember his last name. The Tonight Show band version. Me and Ovi played that together in jazz band. I always thought it was so cool. And one of the earliest like jokes of this band and our friendship was, I was one of the only kids in jazz band who had private lessons because I was like taking it hella seriously and trying to do it for college. And
Body.
thank you. And my teacher at the time,
He's tapping into the.
he's
Sorry,
grabbing the tahine for this.
He's dipping back into the tahine
So
caramels.
my teacher at the time was trying to like talk to us and like inspire us or whatever about like the music and all this blah blah blah. And then he like I wasn't paying attention and I was tuned out because it was 7:00 in the morning. And then he goes, you know, right, Sam? Like, what do you think? You know, like kind of like because it's like put me on display because he's like, you know, Sam's like taking this really seriously. And I just go, yeah, like, you know, Just Friends. Greatest jazz stand, one of the greatest jazz standards of all time. And then Ovi.
We did used to say that all the time.
Yeah, Ovi till this day. Probably this joke is probably 15 years old at this point, maybe.
Sick.
Yeah.
And he always looks at me and just goes, "Jazz, one of the greatest jazz standards of all time." Mm-hmm. It always stuck with me, and I thought it was such a cool name. And so
I like the chicken.
the chicken song. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that the boo-ba-da-boo-boo, boo-doo-boo-doo?
Sissy Strut by the
That's by the Meters. Yeah. No, I would say some of my favorite jazz songs are like Dahoud is probably one of my favorite ones.
Dahoud.
Softly as in a morning sunrise.
Oh.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite ones. Yeah, we can go talk about jazz a little bit later.
I
But some of
remember-
the earliest Rock to the Rhythm and the Prince Daddy split, I both helped design. Those are based on jazz standards. That's why the Rock to the Rhythm says like an album by Just Friends and stuff.
The more you
Yeah,
know.
it looks like a jazz record from like the 50s or 60s.
Probably one of my favorite
That's
records of all
badass.
time is Time Out by the Dave Brubeck. You know, I have like a book and I have like the original press of the record.
That's dope.
He went to UOP in Stockton.
Shout out Stockton.
Ooh, let's
Dave
go.
Brubeck. Yeah, he's got an incredible discography. But yeah,
Whoop.
so we can talk about a little jazz a little bit later.
Beautiful,
I played Upright,
beautiful.
for anybody who was wondering.
Yeah, beautiful.
Then we have George from Antioch. Shouts
out
out
to
Yod.
Yod.
Yeah, Yodi Land.
Let's go.
Yo,
A Street.
I forgot to tell you guys at the last Chain show in March, I want to invite you guys to a tattoo art show Saturday, May 17th at Salvio Pacheco Square, 2115. And it's hosted by Bay Area Ink Spot. If you guys should definitely pull up.
ooh, hey, thank
Perhaps
you.
you will. I won't be present, unfortunately,
maybe I will.
but
Take a
I took
I also
fucking.
don't have a single tattoo.
I took my nephew to Monster Trucks in Antioch. last
hell
night.
That looked hella
yeah.
gangsta.
That was so fucking fun, bro.
so dope.
Yeah, it was awesome. I fuck with Antioch, bro.
Little Nate.
Let's see. Paulo from Sac. Fuck, marry, kill. Nacho, cheese Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, and spicy sweet chili Doritos. Great question. Great question.
That is
Marry sweet chili. Marry the purple kill the blue, fuck the red. Nacho cheese gets fucked. The purple one gets fucked on the reg, and the blue ones can die.
I would kill the blue. That's the ranch one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do like ranch. It though, but like, sorry, you gotta go.
I don't fuck with ranch. I would fuck chili and marry nacho cheese.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I would marry nacho cheese. I'd fuck Cool Ranch, and I'd kill sweet chili.
Respect.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah,
beautiful. Thank
awesome.
you. That was a great question.
That was a great question. Great options.
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah. And then let's see, Abby from Orlando, Florida. This is specifically for Sam because it's about mom jeans. How did y'all feel about performing in the wet basement of a Caribbean restaurant in
I was there too.
Jacksonville, Florida last year.
At the Real
crazy.
Ting.
That place, dude, the bathrooms at that place
were labeled so funny.
Yeah, the men's room was labeled Damon, and fucking
the women's bathroom was a do woman. Which, like, maybe that's like fucked up of us to like laugh at like patois or something, but like.
It's owned by a white guy.
It's just crazy to see them like labeled like that. Oh man!
But then also
self-respecting people.
Yeah, and there was
fucking...
the owner's son or whatever is like a college basketball or G League basketball player. He was hella cool. Bart and him were kicking it.
Jesus
that was also
Christ.
leopard print night.
Yeah.
So everyone was dressed as fucking like cats and shit.
Yeah. Wow.
It was also super crazy because that was the day after the Joyce Manor show at that anime convention or whatever.
Yeah, the convention center that got like shut down by
the cops and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we were talking about it with the promoter. Like,
yeah,
we were like, so what's up with that?
Yeah, it was also stormy and kind of crazy. That was a crazy show.
That was crazy.
And then they had to like they had to bring in like the whole venue was under construction too.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
How do I feel about it? I mean, I was playing music with my friends, bro. I was fucking jamming, bro.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that.
But hire me for mom jeans.
Let's see. Yeah, what
do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Let me think. What would I do?
Lights?
Ooh, lights would be cool. I
MJ
bet
is
I would
need
want
to get some lights at some point.
I would
All
be
right.
interested in learning that art.
And then we got it's either is it
I do
Michelle
love stage design.
from the Netherlands?
Michelle.
I think
Michelle?
Michiel.
Probably. I think you
Michelle?
probably nailed it.
Love this question. Go to Taco Bell order. And this is how we're going to end the show.
Perfect. I love this. I love Taco Bell so
They
much.
have Taco Bell at the Netherlands, bro?
Who knows?
Maybe
they do.
Probably.
Maybe
I'm
they
going to
don't.
find out
I would
this
assume.
year.
I would assume if they do have Taco Bell in the Netherlands,
limited.
it's probably like
The volcano menu.
yeah.
British Taco Bell.
Yeah,
which I do fuck with the volcano menu.
Yeah.
People have knocked British Taco Bell, but I think it is okay. It's not as good as American Taco Bell, but it's not as bad as everybody says. But I digress.
Yeah, you want to start?
So years and years and years, my go-to was like cheesy gordita crunches, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was eating like, that's why I'm fucking fat as an adult, is because when I was a kid, I
Lord.
was eating like 3 cheesy gordita crunches. So I think that is the goated Taco Bell menu item. But it's not worth, in California, like $7.50 a pop now or
Wow.
something. $6, $7. Like, it's a joke.
That's
Best
on Taco Bell.
deal on the menu right now is the stacker. It's $2.50 and it's basically like a folded up like beef quesadilla.
Oh, yes.
It's got cheese.
I had a bite
and it's
of
got like
yours.
some
It was
sauce
yummy.
and it's got beef.
It was
and
very
it's just like,
cheesy.
Yeah, just folded up and grilled. That is the best menu item. So I would say I get like 1 or 2 of those, and then I'll get whatever their like flavor of the month special is. I had those street chalupas. Those were okay.
Yeah.
I like that you went into your Taco Bell history.
I have a deep history with Taco Bell.
Yeah, me too. I used to sneak out of high school and go to Taco Bell across the street for lunch. They didn't let us leave, but I was
Oh,
like,
you
fuck
didn't have
this
off-campus
shit.
lunch?
I didn't
Nope.
Oh, shit.
South City, baby.
Yeah.
Kids won't
There
be
was-
back.
Where I went to high school, there was just nothing around. So
Yeah,
it makes
no.
sense that we didn't.
They
have
had we had a McDonald's, we had a Taco Bell, we had a donut shop,
Nice.
we had a little like smoothie kind of like Asian
Sounds like
food
college
stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Similar to Dublin. How
Yeah.
There's fast food row
Yeah.
next to the high school.
Yeah. Very nice.
So what would you say your order is?
My order, I've always been a crunchy taco girl. I think when I first started going to Taco Bell, it was just the regular crunchies.
Yep.
And then I found out about the Crunchy Taco Supreme, and my life changed, and that was me. I did fuck with the Nacho Supreme for a while. That was kind of interesting.
A Joel move.
Really?
It was a caramel empanada.
Chip and cheese.
It was a weird period. And then lately, if I'm not getting the Crunchy Taco Supreme, my favorite is getting a Crunch Wrap. Easy on the cheese, easy on the sour cream. Add beans. I want beef and beans.
Yeah.
And I do get...
Refried or black beans?
Oh, refried always, baby. I get fucked all the time, though.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Because usually the Crunchwrap order is either beans or beef for people that don't eat beef. And
so much so that they put it on.
Yeah, the black
they
bean.
didn't used to offer.
Yeah.
They recently, not recently, but
it's on the menu now?
It's on the, like, you can order a black bean crunch wrap.
Oh, wow.
And shit. Like before, like when we were growing up and we were in high school and shit.
You had to like hack it.
You had to hack it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like when we first started touring too. It's like the veg option was like not as prominent.
Yes.
I'm sad we never got the Taco Bell like feed the beat bullshit.
Yeah, what's up with that, Taco Bell?
Fuck that, Taco Bell.
That.
Fuck
We're
you.
gangsta.
You remember the fucking little machine where you dropped your little coin and got the free little...
I had
That's
friends
so
who just, like, could, like,
vintage.
do it instantly.
Everyone has a
Every
friend or two who knows how to like hack it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
What about
I know
you?
your order because I'm always the orderer for the fast food. And everyone, I kind of know everyone's orders. Everyone's got like an A and B order everywhere we go. And her A order is the crunchy tacos, and then the B order is the crunch wrap. But she's been fucked so many times that it's not even.
I should just give up on
I'll
the
be
beans.
like, do you want the crunch wrap? No, sir. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about
I
you?
fucking love Taco Bell. Me and Jessica
Taco
we live right next to one too, and like I grew up next to one as well. I remember the first time I ever went to Taco Bell. It was during the Phantom Menace Star Wars era.
Ooh.
And we went to the Dublin community pool and like swam all day, and we went to Taco Bell after, and I got the chips and cheese with like a toy.
Nice.
And so I always, whenever I eat the chips and cheese, I always think of my childhood. It's like ingrained in my shit, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then from hanging out with Brandon, who is probably the biggest Taco Bell fan I've ever met, I would say. Would you agree? Brandon Downham.
Yeah.
Huh. I've seen that man go to Taco Bell and talk about Taco Bell in such like a beautiful way.
Watching him eat Taco Bell too is like y'all
he
gotta
mixes
go watch
the mild and the hot together.
Yes, I do that as well. I learned
Yeah,
that from
and he
him.
has like a whole entire in the original Honey TV pilot when we were doing like the variety show thing. It's not still on YouTube. Brandon Downham Honey TV. He has like we have a What's in Our Bag segment, and he talks about it. But
We should do that.
he like it takes him like 10 minutes to set up.
Yeah.
Before he even takes a bite of his food. He just like lays it all out in front of him and like unwraps
awesome.
everything.
Damn.
He applies the sauce before he even like touches it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
Eating food stupid is my swag, dude. What the fuck?
But
he's got a special relationship.
It's true.
But for me, I have a couple mainstay items. Back in the day, my move, shredded chicken burrito. I would get like 3 or 4 of them bitches, and that was like when I was fucking devastated when they canceled them.
Yeah.
Like I was so fucking heartbroken, bro. The avocado ranch, I was hacking the system, bro. Too.
I remember during COVID when we lived in San Leandro, we would go to that Marina Taco Bell all the fucking twice a day sometimes.
Yeah. And I would order the fucking avocado ranch cheese and rice burritos to try to feel something. I remember Kent and I, DJ Chuck Salad, growing up in high school. That was when they had the 89-cent double cheesy beef burrito.
Yeah, bro.
And I used to
now
eat
they're
like,
$5.
Yeah, I used to eat that all the fucking time. But currently, also I went through a chicken quesadilla phase for a while too.
I think everybody does.
I think everybody does.
The chicken quesadilla just hits in a particular way.
Slaps, smacks, whatever the fuck, man. It's like
another knocker.
Oh my god, bro, it's so fucking good. But currently, the Cantina chicken has been my move for a whole year because it released on the Silver Springs Mom Jeans Sold Out show. It's the day it came out because that Silver Springs venue.
I remember we were
Silver
all
Spring venue is right next to a Taco Bell.
Iconic.
But the burrito is fucking crazy good. I'm always a bean, cheese, and rice woman. I always get one of those. That's my secret little drive home meal.
Yep.
The secret.
I'm a
burrito.
fucking Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero, but the one in Walnut Creek
doesn't
next
have
to my
it.
house does not fucking have it. It's so fucking annoying.
Damn.
Yeah, I've kind of been, I've been going steady with the beef a little bit more these days. I got the beefy 5-layer or whatever, and then also the soft taco. I've been trying to taking the beef.
It's hard to beat the classics.
I've been taking the beef out for a ride a little bit. That's insane.
I've been loyal to the beef.
That's a clip right there, and not like a cut. Like we're putting that on the internet.
Yeah, so
Might be the title.
Also, I love the chicken tacos. If you replace the beef with the chicken, it's also
honestly, I don't know if I've ever had just like a crunchy taco or soft taco.
I don't do crunchy. That's not my.
But that would be interesting to do the crunchy taco with chicken. I've never had that.
But
something to think about.
Oh,
consider
naked
it.
chicken chips and the naked chicken chalupa. That shit was so gas, bro.
That shit was good.
Honorary mention to the cinnamon twist.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I like
the
those.
Lux box right now comes with the cinnamon twist.
I think the boxes, honestly, that is like one of the
Also,
last
I feel-
deals in fast food.
I feel like also they're innovative with on the app. You can pick how much you want to spend, and then they generate
a
different.
box
Wow.
based on
different
that.
they generate different orders for you. Or
I haven't tried that, but maybe I will.
Yeah.
Fucking G.
Also, Jessica is a Mexican pizza fan.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
Sounds
I've
kinda
ever had one,
crazy.
even when they brought it back.
Yeah, she was very happy when they brought that one back.
Nice.
But also, shouts out the Cantina Power Bowl. Fuck Chipotle, bro.
Yeah.
I spent so much damn money at Chipotle
That
over the years.
Powerball's like $6.
It's mostly
That's
rice.
a good deal
So,
too.
what, the Power Bowl? Oh, no, Chipotle? Yeah, fuck.
yeah,
I don't do
Chipotle's
rice at
mostly
Chipotle
rice.
anymore.
Yeah, no,
but the
no.
Cantina
I
Chicken
still like
Power
it.
Bowl, holy shit, bro. It's like $6. It's like fucking
It's got
Chipotle.
macros.
Let's
Fuck yeah,
go to
bitch.
Taco
Let's
Bell
get it.
more.
Anyways,
Shit.
Taco Bell
Shit.
for all.
I'm hungry. Let's finish this up so we can eat.
It's time for the bean and cheese, everybody.
Time for the bean and cheese, y'all.
We love
Gotta get a bean.
And we'll
Love
see
you. Thank you
you
for
in a couple
being
weeks when we come back from the UK.
here.
Love you. Bye. You know what it is.
Titty McGee, bro.
That I hope that stays. Titty McGee, bud.